Hello, and welcome to the Veteran Hands Network podcast. I'm a veteran in the American Legion. I'm former Army Specialist Marshall Moss, and on this podcast, we'll discuss veteran struggles, challenges, accomplishments, and success, including health. So, let's get started. Well, it's February, Black History Month, and it's time to dream. Dream a dream. As we approach this new year, things have been changing reversely, but we're here in February. We've made it so far. So, what are you doing to make a difference in our state, in our union, in today's market, today's place? It is our history. Our forefathers, ancestors had done so much to make a difference for today in our lives. So, we should stand up and do our part. And let's make a difference as well. It's up to you and I to make a difference today and every day. So, what are you doing? What am I doing? What can we do to make a difference? Ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what can you do for our country? Let's make a difference. Our history is so great and so rich today. So much has been accomplished. So, do something. Make a difference. Our young people are looking at us every day. A lot of us saying that our young people have gone astray. The millennials are robust and outrageous. Well, believe me, they're still looking at us. They're still listening to us. You know, if you look back over your shoulder, you'll notice they're watching us. They're seeing what we're doing. Even our youngsters, the younger ones. It's time to grab hold of them. Let's take them to church. Some of their parents are not going. Maybe they should be. Maybe all of us should be, including you and I. We should be at church praising the Lord every day, not just on Sunday, but every day, thanking the Lord for what he's done in our lives. So, like I said, let's reach and get our younger children, the adolescents. Let's bring them into the fold of the Lord so they'll have a little more redemption in their lives. So they'll have a little bit more understanding and love. That's how we're going to make a difference. And what you do it well. A lot of our young people have started their own business. Let's get out and support them because we know that they are watching every step that we make. It's up to us to make a difference in our Black history. Our Black history, again, is so rich. I was looking into my book about extraordinary Missourians. Boy, there have been so many great people, been so many great things done. For instance, Roscoe Robinson, American first African-American four-star general. Roscoe Robinson Jr. was born in St. Louis on October 11, 1928. He had attended St. Louis Public Schools and graduated from Sumner High School. After graduation, he attended St. Louis University for 1 year and then transferred to the U.S. Military Academy at West Point, where he received a bachelor's degree in military engineering in 1951. He attended the U.S. Army Command and General Staff College and the University of Pittsburgh in 1964. He received a master's degree in international affairs. Yes, we can make a difference. Mr. Roscoe made a difference. How about Madam C.J. Walker? She was right here from the St. Louisville area. She made a great difference. What about Maxine Waters? Maxine Waters, a former chairman of the Congressional Black Caucus, is one of the most powerful black women in the country to hold elected office. Born Maxine Carr in Kinloch, Missouri in 1938. Maxine Waters is still doing it and making a difference in today's world today. Also, did you know that Maya Angelou? Maya Angelou is one of the most accomplished individuals of our time. She was provided a voice for the opposed for more than 5 decades through her work as a poet, novelist, educator, dramatist, producer, actress. Maya Angelou, the great late Maya Angelou. How about Miss Josephine Baker? She was from Missouri. Josephine Baker set Paris afire in 1920s and 30s with a series of risque performances. Her dance costumes included skirts made of bananas, reportedly worn to get attention. Baker did draw plenty of notice. Over the years, Baker grew as a performer and remained a major star in entertainment world for nearly 50 years. The great late Miss Josephine Baker. What about our old friend Red Fox? John Elroy Sanford, better known as Red Fox, was a groundbreaking comic. He joked about everything from sex to race in language that was considered offensive by many. His style of bringing taboo issues to the open paved the way for comedians that followed him. He opened the door for many black comedians. Sanford was born in poverty in St. Louis on December the 9th, 1922. That great late Red Fox. How about Langston Hughes? Langston Hughes was the most prolific African American writer of this era. From the time of his first pioneer poems, published in 1926 through 1967, the year of his death, for the prodigy literature output, Hughes became known as Shakespeare in Harlem, Mr. Langston Hughes. How about our own Miss Debbie Turner, Miss Missouri and Miss America, a beauty queen, veterinary television reporter? That's Miss Debbie Turner. How about our own Miss Tina Turner? Today, one of the world's most popular and most beautiful entertainers was born Anna Mae Bullock on November the 26th, 1939 in Nutbush, Tennessee. Her parents divorced when she was 10 years old. Her mother moved to St. Louis and her father remarried and moved to Detroit. Bullock's sisters originally went to live with her and her cousin, but her sister Elaine soon moved to St. Louis to be with her mother, and Tina joined them after, and she turned 16. In St. Louis, Tina enrolled in Sumner High School. The sisters went on to clubs in East St. Louis, including Manhattan, where her sister idol Tina Turner performed with the Kings of Rhythm, the own great Miss Tina Turner. How about Mr. Earl J. Wilson? Out of desire to elevate the status of African Americans in St. Louis, Earl Wilson Jr., a native of St. Louis, created the St. Louis Gateway Classic Sport Foundation. Yes, we've done great things. We shall continue to do great things here in Missouri. And again, it's up to us to make a difference in the world of today. Well, speaking of the world of today, we're in this COVID Delta omnivirus. Is still raving, it's still ravishing. However, it is diminishing somewhat in various cities. The cities are now taking the mask mandate down, so it's not going to be mandated that you wear your masks, but it's the best thing to continue to do because it's still ravishing through various communities. So when you're out and about, don't just not think about wearing your mask. Put it on. It's for your own safety. They have so many calls about mask updates and mask wearing in the schools for our young students and what have you. But those days are gone now. The mandate is over. So continue to stay safe, continue to wash your hands and all of that. And please do wear your mask. If you can, at all points, do wear your mask. It is the right thing to do to stay safe as we go moving around and about. It's not over yet. Continue to wear your mask. Now, let's get to this Ukraine and Mr. Putin. Oh my God. What is going on here? What is going on over here? Mr. Putin actually wants to take back the Ukraine area. After the Soviet split, that land became theirs. And Mr. Putin wanted it back to build his lavish landscape on society in the European world. Well, Mr. Putin, I don't think that's actually going to happen, but we're crossing our fingers because of what you've done at this point is really severe. I mean, he's dropped bombs all over in Ukraine, and where people are out of their homes, disappointed, families have been torn apart, people have been killed, people have been hurt. They're running through the streets, not knowing where to go. They're hiding in subways or fallout shelters and what have you. Mr. Putin, I don't think the NATO 5 is going to let you just snatch and grab like that and go on. Our president recently came on and said a few things that would let us know that things may get better and would get better, but he had to handle it with a kind of kid glove because he didn't want to say the wrong thing. He wanted to say the right thing. So many people said he should have said more, it should have been more. No, I think he did just what he should have did because we don't want nothing sparked off. You know, we already got so many of our U.S. troops over in support for the NATO 5. They're planning to make sanctions on Russia and their economy, what have you, to maybe get Putin to stand down from his efforts. But he's got tanks rolling, bombs bursting in air, and the people of Ukraine, they're just everywhere. They're feeling hurt. They're really feeling some type of way. And there's a reason for that. They didn't want any of this. They didn't ask for this. They didn't ask for Putin to try to come over and take over their land, bring them back into his regime. You know he was a KGB. These sanctions got to do something to help with what's going on in the world today. What the world needs is a lot of love. U.S. have shown their support of the Ukrainian people. You see they have the Empire State Building lit up in blue and yellow. Other landmarks here in the United States have been lit up in support of Ukrainians. It's just been such a disaster. There's been rallies all across the United States for the Ukrainian people to let them know that we are in support of them. We feel their hurt. I mean, I personally don't want to see any more madness from Putin because, next thing he'll probably be doing is doing a cyber attack. You know what I'm saying? Messing up all our computers, data, our banking system. I think I might have to go get my little money. I ain't got that much, but I might have to go get it out, do something because it's something, Mr. Putin. I don't think he's going to get away with it. I don't want to see our troops in any more harm's way than they're already in. Can I take a break for a moment? I have to have my coat. Every veteran, drink with me. You know you like Coke. I know I like Coke. Why not have a Coke? Mmm. I just love me some Coca-Cola. It's nothing like the real thing. Yes, as you move around and about throughout our city, please continue. Continue to mask up. It's not over. It's not over. You don't have to, but you should. It's not mandatory, but you should. It's not mandatory, but you should. Wear your mask. Let's keep our active duty service member, our troops in prayer. Just pray for the world. As you travel around, be mindful of our upcoming and going of your gas because the prices are really going high, especially in California. Speaking of California, I'd like to thank my brother Warren Moss and thank you for taking time just to sit a spree and hear what I had to say about our troops, Ukrainian, COVID, and above all, our dream of our history, of many things to come. And I look forward to seeing you very soon. Do all that you can do because you make a difference in everything that we do, from here to there and everywhere. All of our veterans, we continue, all of our active duty members, we continue to thank you for all that you do. And this is me, Marshall Moss, and I like to say to you, thank you and goodbye for now.